expose workers in the fossil fuel industry and other vulnerable groups to the plague of joblessness and the anxieties of economic insecurity. 4. Economic growth must proceed along a sustainable and egalitarian path, such that climate stabilization is unified with the equally important goals of expanding job opportunities and raising mass living standards for working people and the poor throughout the world. A global Green New Deal that includes these 4 priorities is, in fact, the only viable solution available to us if we hope to avoid the catastrophic repercussions of persistently rising average global temperatures. Given the absence of such a coherent Green New Deal program, all international climate summits that have occurred thus far, including the 25th UN-sponsored Conference of the Parties, COP25, held in Madrid in December 2019, have failed to put the world onto a viable climate stabilization path. Even the much-celebrated COP21 conference in Paris in 2015 mainly produced another round of ritual inaction. Because of these failures, the world is already hotter by over 1 degree Celsius, 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit, above pre-industrial levels, and on its way to 1.5 degrees Celsius, 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit warmer within another decade or two. The catastrophic consequences that will result from unchecked climate change are described in detail in the analyses found in this book by its 2 authors, Noam Chomsky and Robert Pollin. Noam Chomsky, of course, has been the world's leading public intellectual for more than half a century now. He is also the father of modern linguistics. His work in that field has exerted tremendous influence in a wide variety of other fields, including mathematics, philosophy, psychology, and computer science. Robert Pollin is a world-renowned progressive economist who has been a leader fighting on behalf of an egalitarian green economy for more than a decade. He has produced a large number of important publications, as well as commissioned studies on implementing Green New Deal programs in countries around the world, as well as multiple U.S. states. He also served as a consultant to the U.S. Energy Department on implementing the green investment components of the 2009 American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, the Obama economic stimulus program that included $90 billion in funding for investments in renewable energy and energy efficiency. The global Green New Deal program that Pollin outlines in this book is strongly endorsed by Chomsky. Pollin shows how all 4 criteria listed earlier for such a program are readily achievable when considered strictly in terms of the technical and economic obstacles to be overcome. Beyond all such technical and economic challenges, the most daunting obstacle to success is mounting the necessary political will to defeat the gigantic vested interests and resources of the global fossil fuel industry. This book includes 4 chapters. Chapter 1, titled The Nature of Climate Change, begins by situating the challenge of global warming alongside other crises that the human race has faced in the past. The chapter then offers detailed critiques on an array of major questions, such as why market-driven proposals to tackle the climate crisis are doomed to failure and why alternatives to industrial agriculture are of immense importance to reaching a viable climate stabilization path. Chapter 2, titled Capitalism and the Climate Crisis, presents clear theoretical and empirical discussions of the connections between capitalism, environmental destruction, and the climate crisis. It also offers valuable insights on whether capitalists' werewolf hunger for profits can be in any way reconciled with the imperative of stabilizing the climate. This chapter also examines the reasons why political action has thus far failed to make significant advances in tackling the crisis. Chapter 3, titled A Global Green New Deal, describes the program that is needed to achieve a successful transition to a green economy. Pollin sketches out what a global Green New Deal entails and how it can be financed. He also describes the ways through which such a program can become a bulwark against the long-term rise of inequality that has prevailed under 40 years of global neoliberalism. Pollin also provides a critical assessment of the European Union's own plan for what it has termed its European Green Deal. Chomsky then closes the chapter by considering the nightmarish scenario of millions of people from the global south trying to migrate to the high-income countries of the global north as the catastrophic effects of global warming intensify with time. The 4th and last chapter of the book is